You're
We can
live.
start with Connie's joke.
Okay, which one?
The one about this is a joke, like a one-liner
Okay.
thing. So it's
Yeah,
can
Connie's
apply to anyone.
Our Connie
was
full.
just spouting them out on
Like,
Friday.
and she's like,
Give her a
people
glass
ask
of wine.
me, how do I do it? She's like, I don't know, they just come to me. Okay, the guy Jamie from Outlander,
Oh,
too hot to weld.
Oh, he's hot enough to weld.
enough to weld. Yeah, you got, okay. This is my favorite one. So and so, anybody, is so stupid they need two assholes. Wait.
Oh
No, no.
Oh my God! You totally made it up. Okay, so
No.
redo. Okay,
Yeah.
they
So
went
full of
to.
shit. So full of shit they need two assholes.
That was it.
Okay, but then there's the other one. Now we have to tell the other one. You said you were going to do one. Now we're doing three. So the other one was.
So and so is so stupid.
They went to stupid school
They
and
went
graduated with honors.
to
That
the
was it.
University of Stupid and
graduated with honors.
Okay, sorry.
We'll get
Jokes.
it right.
I've been able to tell everyone the asshole joke like over and over without messing it up.
You got some
Your
extra
teeth.
stuff
Thanks.
there.
Thanks, Barbie.
You're welcome, Barbie.
Who went to see Barbie?
Yeah.
I mean, besides us.
Well, we
We know
went
that
on
everyone
about
should.
it last week. We love it.
Mhm.
So most people that have been in that have seen it have been pretty excited about
Molly
it.
was
and
in. She's like,
seen
I saw it
again."
twice. I
So,
loved it. So many new jokes I caught. Again, second time.
We're still. That's your
Wow.
Barbie dress you wore,
That's my
and
Barbie dress.
I'm kind of. I would
got-
say I'm channeling. Maybe weird Barbie. Yeah.
I took off my pink nail polish though, and someone noticed it at workout this morning. They're like, "What happened to your pink nails?" Oh, funny.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, fun.
Okay.
So August 1st, happy August.
I know it.
Isn't that weird?
August already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Huh.
I felt like July was kind of long.
It.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It
Maybe.
was fun. though.
31 days.
I know, that's true. Maybe that was it.
Yeah. That one extra day
One
can
extra
really
day.
make a difference.
Yeah. But it was,
But
it's good. I love the seasons. And I was just saying things are breaking in our house. So like our AC, which we don't use that much, but when it is this warm, it comes on. Anyway, it's like, it is not working right at all.
Oh.
Something is wrong.
Well, you had someone come and just look at it.
Well,
I think
and
they
ever since,
sabotaged
I
it.
know, I'm sure he did. 3.5 hours of, yeah. And then we have an attic fan. We rely on that really heavily. Well, now Mike, it's failing. But Mike is able to like get it going. But I'm like, you're not going to start a fire, are you? He's like, no, it's not going to. But
He
anyway,
is the safety manager.
yes, he's on it. But but I don't really mind. So I close up the house in the morning, so it's cool and stays cool. The only thing that's not happening is like air circulation, kind of. But I don't mind. I like listening to the summer sounds. I think you really, really notice those when you do not have the hum of an AC.
And we have new windows,
Mhm.
and when they're closed, you can't hear very much.
Mm-mm.
Okay, but speaking of house, so my husband hasn't been feeling very good. He's been coughing a lot at nighttime, and I kept thinking, oh my God, he's allergic to Cooper. And, there's so much new dog hair around the house. So I said, we haven't really done a massive clean in our bedroom for a long time. And,
Like full on move furniture.
like
and
we
stuff,
moved
yeah.
furniture, we vacuumed behind everything, in the corners, we vacuumed every surface.
Was
in
he
the-
coughing during that process
Maybe, but nothing like
at night?
nothing like at night.
Maybe
and
you should sleep in a recliner.
for the past 2 nights, he's had really good sleep.
Yikes.
So I have to admit, I am not like that. Is not. I don't even think about that stuff.
The only time, honestly, we ever clean like the whole is when if we rearrange furniture.
Right.
Like,
right.
fun,
I
you
know. I hate
Dusting.
it when I have
Dust
to.
bunnies.
Like if something falls like between the counter and the oven.
Well,
I know
mean,
I have to get it, but I know when
Yeah.
I pull it out, I'm going to have to really
the
clean
oven
back
thing,
there.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, everyone needs a full-time staff.
I know. It would be so nice. Because now I'm trying to think about when,
In a perfect world.
how often
In a
should
Barbie
I
world.
really vacuum?
Because
you know?
Barbie doesn't clean.
I know. I know. I did inform
I mean,
Jim
if she wants
of
to.
that.
Barbie can do anything.
Right.
If Barbie wants to clean, she can.
But it's not her job.
It is not. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not my job.
Staff. Staff. I do tell people, I think our shop is clean. I mean, it's pretty clean and organized. And, that's a lot. So then at home, anything that happens at home is pure bonus.
Or behind that office door.
I mean, our private space.
I mean,
the public space.
Looks
like
like everyone else's office space.
It's a lot.
except for
I
my
love
husband.
watching people come in for the first time and just kind of,
I know, they're just like stand
eyes
at the
open
door and they're
wide.
like, wow.
like just a smile on a face. It's good.
Yeah. Yay. And
Okay.
yay for our staff for helping us keep
Oh,
things
yeah.
looking so
Yeah.
awesome. Couldn't do it without it.
Yeah.
I really can't figure out how when any business really gets run by one person. I just can't figure that out because I mean, there's so much that you do that I don't do, and vice versa, and what our staff does that we don't do, and geez. Anyway.
And we had a great time with the sale last week. That was pretty
Oh
fun.
yeah, that was fun.
Nice change of
3
pace.
fun days, and
3
really
fun
it
days.
was. The weather wasn't really that bad. I don't remember thinking it's so hot out here. And Friday was really nice.
Our mornings, I think the setup in the morning, because it was exceptionally pleasant because it was fairly cool each
Right.
morning.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon, I felt like, it's really hot. But fun. It's a good change of pace.
Yeah, and I
You've
think
gotta love
having
an
a
old-fashioned
sidewalk sale
sidewalk
is
sale.
pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Someone came down to look, and then she just sat and told us for 10 minutes how she couldn't, she just had to finish her project before she could find it. Anyway, we're like, okay.
The deals of a century here. Yeah.
Other people planning ahead for Christmas projects and stuff.
Yeah, that was
that's
fun.
great.
We've had a lot of people start planning for,
Planning.
new sweaters coming up. So,
Yep, and we cleared out some stuff. We have sort of an expanded sale section now, because we did not sell everything. So
right, but
expando sale section.
you can
is
already
good.
expect to see new stuff.
New stuff
arriving.
is on its way. There's some
Probably
in the
not daily,
classroom.
but almost. Yep.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
getting these notifications. Shipping.
Shipping.
So thank goodness that the UPS strike didn't happen. So those people can be put to work, and we appreciate that work.
Who's winning this? Is this our prize?
Pretty colors.
So when you sign up for or subscribe to our YouTube channel, which we're about 905, we cheer everyone.
Confetti.
We get a notification. I'm like, Sue, we got a subscriber. Anyway,
Happy
yep. So Carolyn Quillisi. And I
Uh-huh.
don't know if I am butchering your name, and if I am, you should tell me how to pronounce it. So, but we're giving you 2 beautiful coordinating colors of Rowan hand knit cotton for maybe a travel project that might be in your future. So,
I remembered. I wrote down a little quote that I was going to say that I forgot.
well, it might be
It's not
in the
the joke.
same vein as the other
Yeah,
one.
it was with my purse. Did I even get it this morning? Something about there's still time for small bites, like small projects, small summer bites. This is kind of the theme of our thing today.
Yeah, okay.
Travel projects,
There
small
definitely
projects.
is.
So your dish
time.
Yeah.
clothes?
But I feel like I've been entering into I just cast on and knit a few inches on a sweater.
That's not a small bite.
No.
So we're gonna talk ultimately about travel projects and travel tips, because summer is not over yet. It's August 1st, and in that vein, like the summer, the little cottons are great small bite projects, like dishcloths.
That's a stack.
That is a stack. Isn't it cool?
That's just all here.
I know.
I
Yeah,
know. The
it's fun.
watermelon one. So
Mhm.
fun.
Anyway, but first,
But first.
couple classes. Do we have room in swatching still?
No, actually,
Okay,
our
swatching is
Swatching
done.
101 is full. If you want to be on the waiting list, you should definitely let us know. It's possible someone might have to cancel. They won't want to, I know.
Well, also, if you would like to take the swatching class taught by Paul, you should let us know because Paul is only here till approximately the end of August.
So we could potentially
And I'm sure
have
he'd be
a
happy-
second session if we needed
Yeah,
to.
I'm sure he'd be
so.
happy to do it again. So if people are interested, let us know because I'm sure Paul would be.
And the frog
willing
and
to do that.
sweater class
It's filling
is
up.
filling up.
Mhm.
And so basically you're going to knit this really cute little frog at first. And then the second class is actually knitting a little sweater. So, I mean, you could say this class is about knitting your first sweater.
Mhm.
It's just on a frog.
Or, yeah, who was it that came in? Mrs. Loken.
Miss Trish.
I said, what are you working on? She's like, I'm knitting a fish.
Oh, I know.
So she's got this like woodland creatures book and she got fingering weight green yarn to knit a trout.
I know. I kept
Like,
saying,
it
you need
must
the
be
rainbow
really
trout
little.
color.
No, she had the
I know,
pattern. It
yeah.
was pretty specific, but she's having a lot of fun with the woodland. She said she did a bear.
Yeah,
anyway,
the little
cute.
little creatures are
They're fun. They're kind
fun,
of addictive. I
and
think.
that's a little bite, really.
It's a little bite.
It's a little
for
bite.
Sure.
Yeah.
Literally.
Just don't
it
eat the
could be a
frog
bite.
legs.
Bite. Okay. Shirties. Wow.
Wow. Yep.
Wow.
We are. People are trickling in. They were.
Well, the deadline is done.
It's done. It's done. So don't send me anything. You can send it, and we'll give you an honorable mention. But I feel like we are so close to 50 sweaters.
Wow. That's going to be a lot to look at
We
and
really,
vote on.
we really do.
Mhm.
So
We have, so Linda's doing the organizing for the voting, like the online voting. We have quite a few sweaters or t-shirts that are here from people who live locally. So you can come in anytime and
check
just
them
look.
out. Yeah,
They're
there's
beautiful.
a huge variety of
Mhm.
patterns. And also a few sweaters that have multiples of the same thing.
Yeah. Different colors.
But different iterations. So
Mhm.
it would be really nice to. And I actually think, the Rocket Tee is one of them.
Mhm.
And I feel like the fit on that looks really good. I
Mhm.
mean, the way she's written it. So I think that would be a great sweater for a lot of people. And I think when you see the patterns, you'll see just,
I think you'll get some
Yeah.
ideas. There's a great variety and different combinations of yarn. It's always fun. So I'm glad that we've gotten, thank you for sharing those, everyone who's local. Because
Yeah.
that's good.
There's a few sweaters I wish were here that aren't local, but
So they'll be here kind of this week. The voting, we think will be ready to go to your inboxes next week.
yep. After the video next
Mhm.
week.
It'll go out so you can vote. You'll have a few days to vote, and then the following week we will announce. So if you've brought your sweater in, your t-shirt in, if we could just keep it for the rest of this week, that would be awesome. And
Right.
then next week come back and get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, but
Or the-
wait, do we
or-
want to show?
No, the next week after
Yeah.
that. So
I know, but what if someone really wants to wear it?
well, if they
It's
really
their
want to wear
shirt.
it, they should come and get
Okay,
it.
yeah.
We
Okay.
are. There's no
Yeah.
handcuffs. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not quite
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Kate Oates workshops.
Yep, those are starting to fill up.
Mhm, they are.
They are. I would say we only have a few spots left in seamless zippers. That seems to be one of the most popular.
Seems to be.
Yeah, ha ha ha.
Bum.
You're funny. But the other ones, the set-in sleeves, the tailoring, those are all they're in the halfway point. But we're not, deadline for that isn't until September.
Mhm.
So the only one I think that has some real homework is probably the hat workshop, because you'll get homework for that 2 weeks beforehand. So
to get going on that.
Yeah, to get going on that. So, and then the set-in sleeves, there's
Which
just
one
a
is
few
the
little
hat workshop?
homeworks.
Is that the color?
It's color
That's
work.
the
Okay,
fair
color.
play.
I
Yep.
think you probably need to get the brim done on that.
Yeah.
So you can
yeah.
dive into the
Right.
nuts
Got
and
it.
bolts.
Right. Yep. But the
We-
cool thing about that hat, though, is so you can either choose ear flaps or you can choose regular brim. But she's going to have and that hat is not offered anywhere except for in the class. And she has multiple charts that you can choose from. So that will be there.
design.
And I'm pretty sure I'm just assuming this, I probably shouldn't, but that you get to keep all of the option,
Oh,
you
I
know,
would think so.
charts.
Yeah.
So you can take that hat and, you know, do it again.
Take it and
So,
run.
Yeah.
Run,
And
run,
actually
run.
the seamless set-in sleeves, so I already cast on, it's in the other room. So it's called the Little White Cardie.
There's several of her patterns that you can choose from with that method.
Right, and this
So
this
that's
one that
one of
I'm
them.
doing is it only mine will be the little red cardie. I
Okay.
kind of like Little Red Riding Hood. it's kind of like this color right here, this dark
Tomatoey.
ready. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so yeah, I'll bring that. We'll have that next week.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Also, so I think that as the weather starts to cool off a little bit, it is going to cool off, I think, later this week for us, which will be awesome, especially if we don't have an attic fan or an AC. The days get shorter. You start seeing all the kids back to school stuff. I think people then will
you
start
just
switching
get
gears.
into
Like,
that
okay,
mode.
September sweater weather.
I can, yeah.
It's like a switch.
We
is
keep
on.
telling everybody, schedule around it. Put
I
it on
know.
your calendar right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
all right. Well, because it is,
Still travel season.
did we say it's August 1 today?
August 1st.
We still have a little bit before school starts, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
I
people are
think,
squeezing in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so I think people I'm going on a little trip to Sydney, Montana
Woohoo,
this
family
weekend.
time.
So just a little short one, kind of a wedding and
Celebration.
yep. Mhm.
Family reunion.
It was
Well.
gonna be a family reunion, but my brother can't come. Okay,
Oh,
and none of his family, so it's half the family.
That's kind of a
Anyway,
wedding thing. Yeah.
So I.
So
am
what are you taking
thinking,
on your
well, trip? I could bring my
Driving trip.
sweater, but I am
It
in
might
that.
be hot. Well, it's supposed to cool
Well,
off.
it's not very big right now, but
Okay.
I am in the mode where I have to kind of pay attention to the raglan increases. It's like every other row. There's increases in 4 places, 2 places, 4 places. I could
Oh.
see I might get a little lost. So I
might-
might get
You might get an
inspired.
idea.
Maybe socks.
There you
No,
go.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, okay. So, travel.
well-
so especially if you're flying, I think when you're in your car, you can kind of whatever. You could bring a blanket if you wanted to. The thing I like about road trips, like in the car, is you're captive.
Right.
Flights too, but you have to keep. It seems like you have to be a little more organized with the flight.
Right. Yeah. The floor of my car when I'm knitting.
Just throw it in the back.
There's Skittles, Cheez-Its, and yarn, and stitch markers. So there are a few. So we're just basically want to talk about travel projects and maybe what kind of things you need to think about when you're traveling. So there's a few points.
First of all, pack your knitting first.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
Come on.
I don't know anybody knitting wise that my clothes come last.
Yeah.
I try to plan my
That's a
project
given.
a couple days ahead.
All right.
So one thing is because you don't have a lot of space, so kind of a compact, and that could be a compact project or at least a way to compact it in your seat, like a bag. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
especially on a flight, you do not have a lot of space.
Right.
So,
So
that's
socks
sort of a
are
no-brainer.
really a good
Socks are great.
project for that. One yarn and
squishes
magic
down.
loop it. You're probably not. That's the thing. Double point needles. I could see that those might kind of go awry, but magic loop or knitting on 2 sorts.
I know that the yarn harlot knits her socks on double points, and she travels quite a bit.
Right, I know she does. So I guess it
it's
just
doable.
depends on the knitter.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
if you travel with double points, maybe you should have a spare set.
That's probably a
Okay.
good idea.
Added it to the
Maybe
list.
maybe something like this. This is a little travel
That's very
travel
pretty.
kit. So you could keep some extra needles and notions and things in this. It's a little lantern moon set. And of course, we have these little Notions kits.
These are nice. This is cork, you guys. Beautiful.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Just want to show what the inside of this one
I
is.
love the way this
Of course.
feels.
I love this dark one, but this might get lost in your bag.
Is it dark inside?
Let me look.
Because this one is nice and light. I bet that gets better and better with age, like fine wine.
It's dark, so maybe that one would be nice in a
but
travel
then if you
spot.
have your Lumos and Lumos light,
Yes,
not
that's
a problem.
true.
Just flip it right on
Yep.
and look inside there.
And yeah, I'll probably bring that, but we are traveling at night or in the day, so. But as for socks, I just wanted to throw this out. We
Oh,
got
yeah,
some new
that's some new
sock
sock
yarn, and we have a lot of people that ask for cotton, no matter what time of the year. So this is called Cotton Stretch Color, and it's 41% cotton, 39% wool, 13 poly. Okay, I really
Stretchy. I think that's elastic.
Yes. Okay.
Polyamide.
Okay.
Polyamide.
All right. So there's quite a few more colors. So, but it definitely has a different texture than your
Yeah, that shows
woolly
it,
yarns. So, but it's kind of a self-patterning. So I think those will be really fun.
This would also be really nice for lightweight chemo caps. I think there's enough cotton in there.
Oh yeah. Well, almost half.
And
So-
stretchy. So, and a little
And
hat.
kid stuff.
A little hat is a great project, a travel project.
Oh,
too.
and somebody bought some yesterday for a man.
What?
Yeah. Well, we have other colors. Man socks.
That just sounds funny.
For a man.
Or Ken?
For a Ken. Well, I can see that. Okay. All right.
All right. So yeah, socks are great. Your classic washcloth is also great. We've got lots of ideas. If you want to just come in, poke around, we've got ideas galore on those.
Your classic ball band.
And remember last year the cloth?
She seemed to the bad words today.
Maybe that didn't show through on our microphone thing. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
They know it now.
All right. Okay. So compact.
Okay. And
Minimal
actually,
notions.
this is this little
yeah.
shrug that I just finished. Let
Oh,
me
this is cute.
move over. She wants to join the party.
It looks better on a body.
Yeah, then off.
Then
but
off,
it's
so.
called the Papas shawl, and it just would compactly fit in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of those things. So
Midori Heroes.
right,
Mm-hmm.
but
Early
a
design
good tip for traveling is to cast on.
first.
Get your cast on going and maybe work a couple rows so you kind of get into it, because this pattern does have a provisional cast on, but once you get into it, it's a very rhythmic. It goes back all the way, 2 short rows, all the way, 2 short rows. It's pretty much like that for the whole pattern. So it's so it's pretty simple, really.
Get it cast on.
Yep.
One of the trips when Mike was in the UK and I was traveling so much, I did a travel no-no, which was bring dark
Black.
yarn.
That's when you were making that black sweater.
Bring black
Oh,
yarn
man.
and cast on the plane.
That-
That was the stupidest thing ever. So anyway.
Yeah, I think I remember you
I
telling
think
me
I
that.
was
I'm
just
like,
like
why?
too confident in my travel. I'm like, I'll just grab this.
And that was before she
That was
had these
bad.
really cool lights.
Yeah. Okay. Don't
So
do that.
yeah, so cast on, make it compact.
Okay.
Okay, simple, and that's
Yeah.
the other thing. This is simple. It's like 4 rows,
This
and you
is
just
simple.
repeat it.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Dishcloths, simple.
Right.
Yeah.
This pattern
Yeah,
right
that's what they
here.
said.
So I actually have made this pattern on travel. I've traveled doing this. Traveled to Australia, traveled to Sydney, because that's all I go. That's the only places I go.
Australia and
Sydney, yeah, and not Sydney, Australia. But the cool thing is like, so the part about casting on is you cast on and knit to right here, and then after that it's completely the same, pretty much the same until you reach the halfway point, and it's a great little project. So and the nice thing is it works with 1 skein of fingering weight, and I don't care what you use. It can be multicolored. It can be solid. It doesn't matter. I've seen it in every.
And it's called?
It's called the Nairi.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And it's by Amanda Mouche, who used to live in Billings. So she's kind of supporting local. She's a geometry teacher in Williston. And I could go on because there's a lot about Amanda that everyone should know. But, yep. So I would totally recommend this. And it's just a fun little, just
Cute.
wear it like
There's
a-
lots of little
Yeah.
Charlotte patterns out there that are in the
there's
same
tons,
vein.
but this one I just know about.
That one
Well,
from Petite Knit, the what's
the
it called?
Sophie
The
scarf.
Sophie scarf.
That's really good.
That'd be a fun travel one.
The hitchhiker, the easy shawl, that Pembroke
There's
one.
a
I mean,
bajillion.
those
Yeah.
are totally. You don't even have to think about.
These little nylon bags are very nice for travel or in general organization. The nylon doesn't really catch on your yarn. You can zip it closed.
And
we don't have
honestly,
anything open,
so
but-
some of these would be perfect for your project, but the big ones for travel, they make a great.
I've used these
packing
for
cubes.
shoes
Yeah.
too. They're kind of nice for that.
Yeah.
And then the little mesh bag from Cocoa Knits is
I-
back in stock. It's been out for a while. Those are pretty handy.
And they have little snaps, so you can fit 1 or 2 balls of yarn and have it situated so your yarn comes out and it keeps it all safe inside your knitting bag.
The
That is
Rainworks
zippered.
bags are awesome. Rainworks, local makers, Montana made, yarn bar exclusive ticking stripe inside, pockets,
And then the little bag in
one,
there, just
project bag handle, zip, ticking. Cute.
Okay, so I may have said this before. This has to do really more with airplane travel, and I feel like it's my invention. No one else has invented this
Oh yeah,
before.
you've done that. Mhm.
So, project bag with a handle. You're sitting in your chair. Loop your seat belt in here,
Oh.
and that way
Oh.
your bag's not gonna like hang on the floor. Your yarn's not gonna go anywhere. Everything is in this bag. And for my long haul flights, I had everything in here. I had my headset, my my Skittles. That's a very important thing for me to have. And my project, anything I was going to need. I have pared down on the long haul flights. Our first flight that we had was, Jim's like, okay, you got to get this lumbar support, and then you have to get this thing to put your feet, and then you need, your pillow, and blah, blah, blah. And I had no room at all.
Yeah.
And the last flight, I am totally...
Did we pull these because we thought maybe airplane scarf was a good one?
Well, that is a
that-
good one.
okay.
We thought for the Papa's shawl.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's
I
perfect.
didn't say, but this is actually this is 2 strands of mohair. But you can knit it with 1 strand of mohair. You can knit it with 2 strands of mohair. You can knit it with a fingering weight and a mohair. I mean,
a lot of those
these are
Midori
great.
patterns are like that.
Yeah, it's like the ranunculus.
Mhm,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yep.
This is so pretty.
I know.
A lot on Ravelry. A lot of people have done this for like a wedding.
Oh yeah,
wrap.
it's
very
gorgeous.
nice.
It's really
And these
beautiful
little
to
travel
wrap.
scissors are back in stock.
And
Why can I not do this?
TSA
Oh, there we go.
approved. You're not going to
So,
have these
see?
scissors ripped away
Right.
from you.
If you are traveling in and out of Mexico, that's the only really consistent place we've heard that coming back from Mexico to this direction, they are happy to take your needles out of your project.
Yeah, and rip it out. And I thought I put like a little
So
our
somebody's collecting needles.
the knitting
Yeah. So if
The
that like
lifeline.
just have a little lifeline going.
right.
Another tip we have is maybe you're traveling, treat yourself to a luxury yarn.
yeah, I mean yeah. This is what you would need. So if they do want to rip your needles out,
Just have it on a
say,
lifeline.
can I please get it on this first?
Right.
Or
and
put
just
it on
transfer.
all. Yeah.
Baby sweaters are a nice little lightweight small project. We have a new sample. Thank you,
It's
Wendy.
so
It's so cute. It's the Friday sweater light from Petite Knits, right? Not Petite Knitter.
Right.
Petite Knits.
Petite knits. Yeah.
So cute little broken rib. Wendy does this. She said it's her go-to baby gift.
And it's cute.
Stretchy.
And this yarn. Ooh, I love it. It's like black olive.
It
on
grows
my
with
fingers.
baby, adorable, and we send her out with Glencool because it comes in great colors, like little Jack Horner. Stand in a corner. But it's written for fingering weight. So if you've got, fingering weight in your stash or whatever, Emma's would be fun. Our Emma's yarn because they're the smalls. They're shorter skeins. They'd be great for the stripes.
But I love this.
Mm-hmm. This would be nice.
Oh yeah.
Great
2
little
colors
cotton baby
would
sweater.
be cute too.
Really, really nice.
So the thing about also traveling is you want to keep in mind, and you mentioned your black yarn. Keep your yarn on a lighter or brighter, because there's nothing worse than not being able to see. But
I mean, if you've got
the
the Lumos,
it might be better.
Helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone called these boob eliminators. So that's fun.
Yeah.
too.
So those are pretty fun. So.
All right.
So I think we've given you lots of travel ideas. You might want to kind of mark this video, so at some point come back to it when you are traveling. So
happy travels.
put
Happy
it in
August.
your travel YouTube playlist. It's there. It's there. You can make your own playlist.
Fun.
We're actually classified as a podcast now too.
Oh, great.
So
thanks, YouTube.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
Have a great day.
Thanks for watching. What?